A review of the Caseology Nano Pop Case for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. Hey peeps, what's up? Manji here, back with another video, and in this video we're going to do our review of the Caseology Nano Pop Case for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. And as you can see, this is the one which is in blue and yellow. This here is the packaging, which is made from recycled paper. Here it is. This box is made from 90% recycled paper, which is a pretty good thing. Now, to take the case out of the box, all you have to do is pull on this little tab over here. Alright, so these here are the contents of the box. You have the upper part of the case, the lower part, because we have the Z Flip 4. Then it tells you that do not slide your case. Why? Because you have these adhesive strips which you have to remove before you install this case, and which is why you're not going to slide your case onto your phone. You have to snap it onto place, and then on the back you have your instructions that if you have to remove, again, do not slide your case, you have to pop it off. And then they also give you some extra strips so that if you are to keep this case away, you want to use it later on, you can replace these strips on the places from where you have removed them originally, so that you still have adhesion on those parts. So next up, let us install this case on our Galaxy Z Flip 4 and see how it looks. So here it is, we are trying to install the bottom. We have put it into place. Again, no sliding the case around, and just snap it on. The same thing we are going to repeat with the top section. So here it is. I have put the top section around the volume rockers and the power button first, and then all I need to do is snap it into place. Bam, fit it in perfectly. Now do note, this case is a combination of polycarbonate over here. So the insides and the yellow part is polycarbonate. Then you have some TPU on the side, and this coating here is also TPU. You do have a grippy material on the side, so you do have some texture over here. As you can hear on your screen right now, if I'm moving my nail, I can feel the texture part. You do not have that texture part over here. Over here it is all smooth. Then let us have a look at the camera protection. So here it is, you can see enough protection for your camera bump. Does the hole for the LED flash line up? Yes, it lines up pretty good. Cut out for the fingerprint sensor, perfectly fine, no issues in that regard. What about the volume rockers? The volume rockers work absolutely fine, super clicky, no issues in that regard either. Then let us try to close the case and have a look at how it looks. So there it is, you do have some yellow border around here, around your hinge, and it does look pretty good. When you open it, this is how it is going to look like. Again, no issues in that regard either. Everything looks pretty good. On the top, you do have a cutout for your noise cancelling mic, lines up pretty good. Nothing on this side. You do have some Caseology branding over here. Then you have a Caseology logo on the back as well, but again, that is pretty small, and it's not like they are using you as a marketing tool. Now, the only thing which caught my eye right now is that these two do not line up perfectly, which might be an issue for some of you. It does line up on this side, but somehow on this side it's not lining up perfectly. Looks like there is some room over here. If I push it in, then it lines up. So I don't know like what's going on over here. And in fact, it does look a bit crooked. Let me see what's going on over here. So I did remove the case and installed it again to see if that fixes the issue of these two lines not lining up properly. Well, I couldn't fix it, and to me it looks like, because this part here is TPU, you have your volume rockers, your cutout for the fingerprint scanner over here, and if I push it slightly, apply some force, it does line up, but I guess because of the flexible material, it is not lining up properly. Now, as for your cutout for the small screen, that is perfectly fine. As you can see, no issues in that regard either. On the bottom, you do have your cutouts for your two microphones, the Type-C cable and the speaker grill. Everything lines up pretty Good. Let me bring out my Type-C cable to see if the hole here for the Type-C port is big enough or not. So here it is. This is the USB Type-C cable which I have, and as you can see, the hole here is big enough. There is enough space on all sides. So even if you have a Type-C cable which is bigger, this is going to be absolutely fine. Then we can have a look at the front as well to see if you get any screen protection and how much the lip action is. So as you can see, there is a decent amount of lip action. And let us have another look at how the phone looks with this case when it is closed. There it is. It does look pretty cool and pretty dope. The dual tone color scheme has it looking pretty nice. And of course, the feeling of grip which you get because of this grip pattern on the side here, that is also pretty awesome. So what is the final take on this Caseology Nano case for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4? Now, everything about the case is pretty good except for two things. One, this thing over here does not line up. It might not be an issue for you, but it might be an issue for some of you. The other thing is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 by itself. The back is matte finish, which means it is not a fingerprint magnet. But with this case on, as you can see the smudges, the fingerprints, which in my personal opinion is a total no-no, because one of the reasons why I put a case on my phone is to avoid those fingerprints and of course to give it some protection as well. The other thing which I noticed is that these things do not line up over here, because if you look closely you will see a gap over here between the phone itself and the case. Of course, if I push it in, it is going to line up, but to me personally this looks like an issue with manufacturing, and of course it could be because of the fact that you have TPU material over here, so there is not enough leverage or enough strength in the polycarbonate material to line up perfectly, or it could not be. I am not a case designer, but it is definitely something which I noticed, which is why for these two reasons this case is a no-no for me personally. However, you might want to overlook these two things. These two things do not matter to you, in which case, if you do decide to buy this case, links can be found in the description of this video. And of course, I am running this very case on my Pixel 6a as well. Now on the 6a, the finish here is textury, right? So this is matte black, some texture on the back, and it is not a fingerprint magnet. If they had used the same material they used on the 6a on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, this case would have been a no-brainer awesome case, because this here on the back is polycarbonate, same grip feeling on the side, pretty awesome, pretty dope case. I do call this the best case for the Pixel 6a, but for the Z Flip 4, unfortunately, I cannot say that the Caseology Nano is the best case. So the decision is up to you, and that will do it for this one. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares, and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.